Bonzi and Iraqi international Ali Al-Hamadi. Yeah, excited to have you on here, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, man. I'm looking forward to having a good chat.
So going straight in, I think the most interesting place to start is looking at your background and where you came.
I'm a firm believer that you use your past experiences in whatever way you want to use them, obviously to shape your future and to shape the present moment for you.
Yeah, I think it's like when you describe that odd one out, it's kind of like that. There's just
I found when I started, like I don't remember exactly when it was, but when I did start changing as a person, I started developing and stuff.
You said when you talk about this stuff, do you think it's a blessing or a curse to have that awareness and that sensitivity to life?
Yeah, I'd 100% say blessing, 100%. I think you can't know your true potential without having that awareness.
Bro, 100%. It's like, I always think that exactly that numbness and that emptiness, it's like you're living.
If you're one of these people that, again, is like, me and my brother just like to call them like walking zombies. Like if you're just walking around, like you're numb to like everything. You don't know what's going on around you. I just don't think you can ever truly fulfill your potential as a person on this earth. So
that for you, and then does it make it harder or did it make it different having this awareness, and how was that transition for you?
I have to take that because I've always been a very confident boy, like growing up, and I still am obviously. But it was I kind of learned that it was gone from was it actually confidence or was it being arrogant and having an ego?
That's mad. I can relate to it so much as well. And I dropped it in the last podcast, but I've got to put it out there again. I've been reading this Obstacle is the Way book, and they did this study on elite athletes.
Yeah, 100%. I think with enlightenment, again, it's like for me, I think the biggest thing I've realised on my journey of kind of learning and discovering myself is, like, are you doing what you're doing kind of to grow as a person, or are you doing it to impress people, or are you doing it for the outcome, or are you doing it for the money or the fame? And obviously growing up and like still obviously there's still probably underlying beneath it all, but like a lot of people do like especially.
Yeah, I think that awareness that always comes.
Grab that book off you after as well.
Well, it was beautiful.
I'll have to grab that book off you after as well.
It's just growing. And I love that attention to detail, because that's obviously, like you said, in your daily life, the attention to detail is huge. And you mentioned purpose and having that. What would you say your kind of main purpose?
I watched a movie yesterday, actually, with my little sister, called Soul on Disney, and it was a proper interesting movie.
What comes up with me is that everything's all part of a bigger picture, and in a way, this guy talked about it, calling it the infinite game. Is that it's about the infinite, like the infinity of just improving and just doing what you're doing, not about like little ups and little downs, because that's obviously, like you said, in your daily life, the attention to detail is huge.
Yeah, again, I think purpose is a difficult thing, because.
And you mentioned purpose and having that. What would you say
people look for purpose, and yeah, you must be searching for your purpose.
Footballer and to go down there, but off the pitch, what would that be for you?
And then he kind of moves out of his body, so he kind of dies and goes ascends to like this afterlife, and it's just
your kind of main purpose is probably obviously on the pitch is obviously just to be the best.
It's just the soul, and then he comes back to earth
that are going through major obstacles or big injuries,
but in a different body.
And what they realise is the end of, or because of it.
That's mad. Yeah, that's kind of exactly like you just said it. Then obviously I only just
like, that's the thing though. It's like the saying,
body, and kind of he's trying to find his purpose.
This is the beginning of enlightenment, and that it's.
But also you need to be open to your purpose, so it's not something
to enlightenment or just more awareness.
It's not something that I want this to be my purpose. So with meanness
or whatever, and it's it's
kind of
in those times where you can't avoid yourself. You can't just.
Every time I think I know what I'm doing,
just go and see everyday mates 24/7. You can't be a found family 24/7, or the big thing these days is technology.
Kind of again makes people kind of similar to your journey. Can make people a bit more enlightened.
This is technology and social media, but when you don't have that
right now, it might change. But if I had to kind of put it on one thing, it's like
people do. You have to deal with who you are in that present moment.
Being myself, just being myself and just putting what I want to put out there, and not maybe it's this and maybe it's this. I say my purpose. Oh well, you know, why did you do what you do? Like, why did you wake up at 7? Why did you go to sleep early? Like, why did you go out? All this stuff. And like, even though I don't have to, and it's not about me doing that to kind of impress people. It's for me as a person. Like, it's for me to discipline myself, because if I can't get up in the morning and do my bed and all that kind of things, how can I expect to be disciplined on the pitch then, or in training, or in the gym, if I can't do the little things right? And that's what kind of does my head in sometimes, because people don't understand that the way you do want the little things is the way you do kind of everything in your life, especially with your profession and stuff. So yeah, I agree with what you're saying about enlightenment. It's like, it's the big...
Yeah, what was, so you talked about it being a good upbringing. What were like the kind of the key values that